Hey, this is Massex with a brand new Bleach Soul Reaper video. Yes, you heard me right. Bleach Soul Reaper released, I don't want to say globally, it released in a few countries outside of China, Singapore, Taiwan, I believe, but it's in English now. They did that, I'm assuming purposefully. I'm assuming for licensing reasons they cannot release it globally. So what has occurred is they went ahead and you can pick it up on TapTap or like APK Pure in those areas. And so now you can play the game. It's readily available. I'll have links in the description. So the big question is, should you bother? Well, if you know anything about my background, you know Bleach is one of my favorites of all time. I would literally play any Bleach game out there and probably have to this point. And I've actually already played the Chinese version previously, but because of the restrictions with China and how much of a pain in the butt it is, I just usually do it just to see a game and then bonk out. And so when this got published as being released and pre-registrations open in January, of course I've been monitoring it, and lo and behold, it dropped less than 12 hours ago, and I'm in here playing non-stop. Now, the first thing you're going to say to yourself is, what year is this? 2024? Yes. First things first, this game looks like it was made 5 years ago. No doubt about it. It's crazy. Graphics are very average to subpar at times. It is actually licensed, and you can play a ton of characters, which I will show you. So yeah, it's dated. It is way dated. I'm not even sure how old the prior version was in China. I believe though it's only about a year old, so it is surprising. But as you can see, it's team-based, it's turn-based. You start off with the availability of 3 characters slots, and you can build those up to 6 in total. I'm kind of stuck on this level right now, so I'm just letting it play background. And yeah, so let's talk about this game, what it has to offer. Is it worth your time, effort to play? Well, the first thing I'm going to say is, yes, if you want to do free to play, you're a huge Bleach fan with the IP, the game that we've all been waiting for, the hush hush beta that occurred, has kind of been delayed due to company reasons from my understanding. I'm hoping it's still going to come out this year, but the optimism for earlier spring 2024 is out the door. It has been eerily quiet on the matter, and it's such a great game. I really hope it comes out, but let's move on. So yes, if you're a fan of the IP and you just want to play for some fun and use the characters, why not? Okay, so let's kind of break it down, because yeah, let's be honest, there's probably not a lot to break down when you really look at it. So this is your main screen, and yes, they love to fill it up. Like I said, this is very reminiscent of mid to late 2015 to 2020 with setting up all that stuff, throwing on the screen, sales popping up everywhere, and yes, it can be annoying, but thankfully they have a button in the upper right hand corner to make most of it disappear. So thank you for at least taking that into consideration. As you'll see at the top, there's recruits. We'll do some of those towards the end. There is arena mode. Yes, there is. And there's actually multiple types. There's actually the ability to do real-time finding somebody. If you can find somebody, it just opened up. People are just trying to level up. But yeah, arena mode is what you'd probably expect. You can just go ahead and hit challenge. It will load up and you're in your arena mode. You don't really have your gameplay in this. It is in arena mode. In this arena mode, all auto, so there's not much you can do. If you're sure you're going to win, there is a skip button at the top. And you can go 1, 2, or 3 times speed, and that is available to everybody. It's how you progress. It is not locked behind a VIP, so that is nice. There's a hot springs area where you can get shards of characters. So yeah, we can go take a look at Orihime and the Bass. Yes, and we've got your Orichi up next in the queue. So yeah, there you go. Just a little hot springs area for some fun. And of course you have the male side hot springs there. And there we go with a kaku. So let's get out of this. Down in the bottom right hand corner is where you're going to have most of the stuff you're going to be doing. Your adventure mode, that is going to be your chapters. You're going to see here that you can go through. I think I'm locked out until I'm at level 27. I'm at level 26, so I'm close. You've got normal and hard. You've also, you got normal, and then you've got elite. Voila. And so these, of course, are more difficult. But yeah, plenty of content there to start. And then you have this challenge area that was above where we were just at. As you can see, there's a gold dungeon, so you can go ahead and farm gold. There's the Zangetsu trial for combo items, which I'll talk about when we show some characters. There's kind of an idle element with your Richi exploration. I already did the shop district, so let's go ahead to the museum area. And right now I have insufficient BP. I went back to the other one, the shop district, and you see when you have sufficient BP and the higher your team gets, the better rewards you're going to get on these explorations. So yeah, just a good way to get some free stuff quickly. And so once I get some more team builds, and you can see the characters that they want in there, so you know which ones you would have to build. And as you can see, there's a lot more areas that are going to open up as you level up. Experience Dungeon, Advent, Hollow Invasion. Lots of content on here, which is kind of nice. So there's plenty to play. You've got Saketsu at the bottom where you can go ahead and get general power for your team. And this all comes from doing the adventures. As you can see, I'm out right now of the sigils, so I would have to go to adventures and start farming. So yeah, there's a lot going on here. So that's nice. Now, is it amazing? No, of course it's not amazing. You can just look at it, the way it feels in all this. But you do have 3D as well as 2D renderings of your characters. You can see how attributes build on your teams, on having the characters here. When you want to update a character, you can go here. There's multiple ways to help enhance your character. You can rank your character up, and it shows you what the BP increase would be. You can level your character up, of course, with experience. You have star level that is going to be based off of dupes. They do give you a lot of summon pulls at this point in time. There's a lot of stuff that you're going to get because of it just releasing and just playing the game. So if you are interested, it's a great time to jump in. But yeah, it is, as you can see, and of course Rukia is one of those characters that's in Ichigo that you're going to get a lot out of the gate for, so they're going to be much easier to level up without pulling. But you've also got skills that can be leveled up, as you can see here. You've got the attacks, you've got attack enhancements, you've got her exclusive. So yeah, I mean, it's got a lot to offer, as well as you can combo with characters and you can build on that to put it to higher levels. And the last one hasn't opened up yet. I have to get to level 60. But their skills are pretty good, straightforward, what you'd expect on these. Like, let's go ahead and look at Tree White, her exclusive. That one, if any of the enemies is frozen, the cost of the ultimate is permanently reduced by 5, which is actually great, and I've been using Rukia a lot. You're going to find Ichigo and Rukia are going to be really your main push DPSs early in the game, especially if you're free to play. You're going to want to tank. I used Chad initially. You will get an SR version of him, and then he will kind of, unless you want to keep building him, kind of get pushed back a bit. So I overly invested in Rukia to put her on that front line, but now I'm starting to feel it again because you have 3 characters on the front line. So it is going to be advantageous to make sure you have a tank as well as possibly a healer. You do get Orihime too at the beginning of the game. I used her, Chad, and of course Ichigo and Rukia were the main 4 at first to push through the initial content. And if anybody knows, my favorite character in Bleach is Mayuri, and of course I was lucky enough to pull him, and he actually can die and come back once, which is nice. Nice little character. I wouldn't call him amazing out of the gate. Really haven't considered, who's best out of the gate. Because if you're free to play, you're going to take what they give you. And that's going to be Ichigo in particular, Chad, and Orihime right away. Once you get Rukia, that 4 tandem does help quite a bit to get you through initial contact. Then once you start drawing, then, all gloves are off, so to speak. But like I said, Chad was a savior early on. He's a beast. So he is well worth having as your tank to get through that initial content. But looking through the characters, you can see who I got so far, and there's a lot more to get, and that will be coming. They just opened up the first initial banner with, you can imagine who, Yamamoto. So I'm sure he's great. So yeah, let's go ahead and do some polls on that banner, because I did go ahead and pick up my tickets for that. But this is your normal area for recruiting. You will have free summons that you will be getting. I've already got 39 free summons over there, and in the tickets on the right, you will get a lot of those from just progressing in the adventure. And you can see the preview, you can see the rates. SSR Plus character rates are at 3.12%, and the fragments are at almost 18%. So yeah, you do acquire the SSRs. That's not been an issue. So here's our limited recruitment. So this is what we're going to see for limited banners on this game. They will allow you, just so you know, that you acquired these diamonds in the game, and you can convert those into limited recruit tickets. You can get 100 total. The pity for this is 100 to guarantee you getting him. So that's kind of nice for your free-to-play players. So that's kind of cool. They, of course, sell packs, yada, yada, yada. You know the routine here. But let's go ahead and do some polls and see if we can get lucky enough to get him before 100. So, no. Why do I have a feeling I'm not going to? But yeah. Oh, what did we get? Oh, I don't actually have Geen all the pieces yet, so that is kind of nice. I will take that. So I'll take the Geen. That will work out nicely. But yeah, as you can see, you get a lot of the fragments, and you only need 50 to merge your first character, so that's not bad. Oh, Yamamoto. Why can't we get the full one before 100? We know that's not going to happen. We just know it. Not having that luck, am I? So let's go ahead. Da-da-da-da-dee. But yeah, I mean, again, unless you're a Bleach fan, you're probably not playing this game. Sadly, I am, and I'm always looking for something to play, and I've burned myself out on every good, bad, and ugly Bleach game. So when something new comes out, I just play it and then burn myself out on it again. So, oh yes, we got him. So let's take a look at what he does. So his torch deals 110% attack plus 12 damage to an enemy target. That's interesting. So a single target. Deals 150% attack plus 15 damage to all enemies. So there's his AoE. That's what you would expect out of him. And then let's go ahead and look at this one. Applies burn of 20.1% attack to all enemies at the beginning of each battle. The debuff cannot be purified. That is absolutely awesome. That's actually really good. Okay, we're not going to complain about that. So how many tickets do we have left? Oh, we pulled them with one before. Pity. So yeah, so this is Bleach Soul Reaper. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on this. And yes, I'm going to repeat again. This is for the strange folks out there that just have to have a Bleach game to play. And if you do, well, the good news is there's a lot of stuff to gather from this. Incredibly free-to-play friendly early on. I'm sure that will change. And of course, with dupes, it's always a pain in the butt. But why not have some fun with it? And if you play the game, put a comment in there. We can go ahead and friend on it. I'm on the first server, I believe, because I literally logged in minutes after it dropped. So again, in the description will be the tap link for it for Android, and of course If you have a VPN, you could always go right to the Google Play Store or Apple for that region. And I'll put their official website and Discord, etc., in the description. But yes, if I would have called this a keep or delete video, I would say it's a keeper for me just because I'm a huge Bleach fan and I plan on playing it just for some shits and giggles. With that, as always, please like and subscribe. It helps a lot. Have a great day.